So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
I'm going to say Albert Eubanks, but...
Bueno. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey the Scott Breeze.
Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another game of Card Sharks Big John's PC edition here on my channel. But this is not going to count towards the run. It's going to be a showdown against somebody who we haven't had on here in quite some time. But we are extremely happy to have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Daniel the Man Monahan.
Hey, I'm back, YouTube.
How are you, Daniel? It's good to see you.
Yeah.
And he's taking on Tenacious Lee Deshen.
I haven't played this game before, however, as the game progresses, I will get tips on how to succeed or try in that matter.
Well, you guys are both great players. I know, Lee, you've never played Card Sharks before, but you're going to get a great idea how this works. But in the meantime, let's get going.
Yeah.
All right. And in the studio audience, we have Tim Zuna.
Oh, yeah.
And we have the Steven Spielberg to my David Geffen, Jay York. Daniel versus Lee. Okay, start the game.
So, by the way, these three names, what were you referencing?
I was referencing Jay York as the Steven Spielberg to my David Geffen.
Oh yeah, naming the two other founders of DreamWorks outside of Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Yes. Okay, now here's how the game works. The first question is going to go to Daniel, and the question, Lee, is a survey of 100 people. And this question goes to Daniel. We asked 100 people who have a pet pig, would you sell your pig to a butcher if he offered you $5,000? How many of those people said they would sell their pig to a butcher if he offered them $5,000? This is Daniel's question.
First, I'd like to say something.
Yes?
You know the night when you suspected that Saved by John Mayer was playing on my alarm clock? I decided to put on the music on my iPod Touch to pass the time while we were waiting for you to return from some matter of yours.
Yeah, but what matters most is it's all in the past, and you're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, did you like that song, by the way?
I love that song. That's my favorite John Mayer song.
Yeah, that's the theme song from the Bucket List.
Oh, yes.
Sang for Cars, too.
Right.
I would say yes to that question.
Well, this is Daniel's question. He has to give an answer out of 100.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. That's all right. You're brand new. You're brand new at this, Lee, so don't worry. You're going to get the gist of it.
Right. Backed by popular demand, the Viagra answer of 69!
He said 69 out of 100 people would sell their pig to a butcher. Now, Lee, this is where you come in. Do you think your answer is higher than that number, or do you think it's lower?
What's the comparison between higher and lower? Like, are you talking about $69,000 or 69% likely that it's correct?
Like 69%, because this is a survey out of 100 people, so this is an educated guess question. Daniel gave an answer of 69. You have to determine whether his answer is higher or lower.
I would say higher.
Okay, you think that more people would sell their pig to a butcher for if they were offered $5,000. So you're saying higher.
Yeah, but let's just say that if you're selling one pig, you can make $10,000 if you sell 2 pigs at a time.
Okay, so you're going to go higher than that number.
Yes.
Okay, so if the actual answer is higher, you'll play your cards first, Lee. If not, Daniel will play his. The actual answer is 58. It's just a little lower. So, Daniel, you'll get your chance to play your cards first. You have a base card of a king.
I like it. Go lower.
Go lower, he says. Is it lower? It's a 6.
Go higher.
He's going to risk it. Higher than a 6. It's a 10. He's going to freeze, and he's keeping Lee away from his cards. And now, Lee, you get to answer a question.
Okay.
Lee, we asked 100 people, have you refused to speak to a member of your family for 1 year? How many of those people said yes?
I would say 20, because here's the thing.
Okay?
Family members usually refuse to separate themselves from the family members, because being with their families is one of the best times of the year, like, say, for example, Christmas, which is coming up.
Alright, so you're going with an answer of 20.
Yes.
Alright, Daniel, do you think that's higher or lower?
I find that hard to believe. It's going to be even lower.
You're going to go lower than that, okay? The actual number of people who refuse to speak to a member of their family for a year is 18. It's just a little lower. Just a little lower. You got it right, Daniel. So you have a base card of a 10.
I'm going to change that card.
Okay, when you win a question, you can change a base card. Your 10 becomes a jack. A little better.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. It's a 7.
And what the heck? Higher!
You gotta take a chance. If it's higher, you get the first game of the match. Is it higher? It's a king! You got it! Now, this is a 2 out of 3 match, so Lee, you're not out of it just yet.
Yeah, hang in there, buddy.
Yeah, we still got another round to do. Are you ready for the next question? Okay, now this is for Daniel. Daniel, we asked 100 male bodybuilders, would you be upset more if you lost your muscles than you lost your hair? How many of those male bodybuilders said they'd be upset if they lost their muscles more than their hair?
69!
You're going with that number again, huh?
Random number.
Alright. Lee, do you think that's higher or lower?
I would say higher.
You think they'd be more upset if they lost their muscles, okay? They're going higher than that. The right answer is 61. It's just a little lower. So, Daniel, you have a base card of a 4.
Go higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. It's a 7.
Freeze.
Freeze, keeping Lee away from his cards. Now we go to Lee. Here's your question. Lee, we asked 100 school bus drivers, did you still have 1 kid left over when you finished up your route? How many of those drivers say they still had 1 kid left over when they finished up their route?
I would say 50-50.
So you're going to go 50%.
You're fired.
50, okay. Daniel, are you going to go higher or lower than 50?
I'm going to have to go lower because the bus is usually pretty empty when the route is finished.
Okay. Let's find out. The right answer is 71. It's higher. So, Lee, you get a chance to play off your cards, and when you win the question, you can change 1 base card, and you have a base card of a 7. Now, you can either play off the 7 and call higher or lower, or you can change it for a better card.
Let's do lower.
Okay, you're going to keep the 7 and go lower.
Yes.
Lower than a 7. Oh, it's a queen. So, Daniel, you have to play off your 7.
Go higher.
Gonna go with the odds. Higher than a 7. Oh, it's a 4.
Damn it.
Okay, Daniel, this is an educated guess question. The game is thinking of a number between 0 and 100.
Once again, I'm going to go with 69.
Oh boy.
Okay, Lee, now this is just an educated guess question. Are you going to go higher or lower?
It's going to be higher because he's good at it, I tell you.
Okay, let's find out what the number is. It's 27. It's a lot lower. And you have it. Well, that's okay, Lee. It was an educated guess question, so there was really, yeah, I didn't know the answer myself. You have that 7, Daniel.
I know what all the other YouTube users are thinking, yeah, he's got too much Viagra. He's really I'm gonna change that card. I don't like it.
Okay, you don't like that 7, so you're gonna change it. The 7 becomes a queen. A little better. Very better.
Lower.
Okay, lower than a queen. A 4.
Higher.
It'll be the new champion if it's higher. Is it higher? It's a jack. Alright. Now, so you get to play the money cards? And I'll say, Lee, you did a great job playing. Not bad for your first time.
I did it! I'm happy I lost!
But I'll tell you this, Lee, we are going to bring you back in another game.
You'll get him next time.
Yeah. Alright, okay. But, Lee, I will say for your first...
Look at me, Rodney! I'm happy I lost!
Alright, okay. Alright. But, let me just tell you this, Lee, for your first game, you actually did really good.
Well, I was trying to show Rodney that I did my best in trying not to act
You
sore.
did do your best. You did do your best. You did awesome.
Well...
But I will say this, you're coming back for another game, and I have a feeling you're going to knock it in the head.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
But
There's always Team Aubrey.
But yeah, you're definitely not showing any bad sportsmanship at all. You did a great job. In fact, before we get to the money cards,
I lost this time.
let's give Lee a round of applause for his attempt.
I did it, Rodney! I did it! If you're watching, I did it! I did it!
Alright, now, let's get to the money cards, in which, Daniel, you know how this works. You have $500, and you have a base card of an ace!
Ooh. All in that the next card is lower.
All $500, lower than an ace.
That's to me.
You got yourself a 5, $1,000 on a 5.
Okay. I'm gonna go 200 that the next card is higher.
$200. It is, holding back, higher than a 5.
While you're doing this last bonus round, I'll be right back.
Alright, and it's a push, Daniel. No win, no loss.
Same bet.
Try it again. 200 higher.
Keep it the same bet. $200, higher than a 5. It's a queen! So we're going to move that queen up, give you another $800. You have $2,000 and a queen. In your dreams, Tim.
I didn't say you. I said a queen.
Yeah, that queen isn't going to come to you, though, Tim, no matter how much you want it to. Ace for horses.
$1,500 lower.
Taking a big bet. $1,500. Lower than a queen. A 6! $3,500 and a 6.
Change that card.
Okay, do you want 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Ooh.
Are you going to get a better card? You're going to get a 9.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Aye. I'll go 500 lower.
Okay, good strategy on your part. $500, lower than a 9. A 2!
Whoa!
$4,000 and a 2.
All in higher.
$4,000, higher than a 2. Not going to lose on this. You got a jack. Now we move up to the big bet. You have $8,000 and you have a jack. Do you want that jack?
Just to be safe, I'm gonna change it.
Okay, what do you want to change it to?
Number 1.
Okay, are you going to get a better card than a jack? Let's find out. Come on. A king! It's much better.
All $8,000 that the next card is lower.
For nothing at all, or $16,000.
Come on.
Show him a lower card! It's a push. No win, no loss. So you keep the $8,000 you have, so that's alright, and you still got a chance at a jackpot.
We're not done yet.
Yeah, we're not done yet, because you got a 1 chance to win a jackpot, and how much is that jackpot worth? $90,000!
Oh my god.
Think really hard.
You got 1 in 7 chance. It could be anywhere.
I need your help, guys.
Well, you know what? Here's my take on this. You're back on my channel. You're back on The Breeze. And everybody here at The Breeze is number 1. So if I had to take a hunch on where that $sign is, my guess would be 1, but it's a 1 in 7 chance.
Yeah, you're right. Your channel is number 1 on YouTube, and I salute you for that.
Well, we salute you for being a part of us.
So I'm gonna go number 1.
Okay. And if it's there, you got $90,000 coming your way in addition to the $8,200 you already have. If it's
But
not,
if not, the jackpot's gonna be $100 grand.
$100,000, and I would love to give it away. So here we go. For $90,000.
Fingers crossed.
Is it behind number 1?
No.
It was at number 4, halfway through. Oh, but next time you got a chance at $100,000.
If you win your next game.
Which, you just might. Catch y'all later, folks.